What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me, man. Today, man, I wanted to do a different little video, man. Shout out my man Basil Carpenter Jr. He asked me to touch on this topic. Pause. It's Listen. I would love to really speak on every topic in basketball, but that's up to the people. I got a lot of things going on. I watch Pelicans games faithfully. Also, the New York Knicks. I don't miss those games. I watch everybody. I love the Blazers. I love the Lakers. This and the third. I watch everybody. There's so much rising stars coming up. I would love to talk about everybody, but you guys don't give it. It has to do the numbers that I'm looking for. At least some views, some type of viewership. If I talk about Damian Lillard, are y'all gonna pay attention to it? Are y'all gonna watch it, or is it gonna fall on deaf ears? It seems like my channel, we want to know about Pelicans basketball, Lonzo Ball, and I love all that. Some of LaMelo here and there. But let's get into the MVP. I think it's very disgusting how the league is basically trying to discredit Donovan Mitchell. He doesn't seem, you don't really hear his name too much when you talk about the MVP discussion. You hear Damian Lillard, you hear LeBron, and all of these guys are worthy. You understand, all of them. Of worthy of the Joel Embiid. You got guys in the MVP race that's hurt. And they still pushing them. You understand? But to be honest with you, if any of these guys had the record Donovan Mitchell has, they would all be in number one in MVP. But it seems very reluctant on the league's part that they're not pushing Donovan Mitchell here. They don't have any crazy wing players. There's no Anthony Davis out there. There's no Paul George, even though Paul George is whatever you want to say, but he's one of the better wing players we got in the league. There's no, you understand? There's no Kevin Durant. There's no Kyrie. There's no Harden out there with them, and they playing crazy basketball. And Donovan Mitchell is really leading that charge. It is what it is. I got Donovan Mitchell as the MVP. It's just because what he's doing I think is definitely understated. If you're looking against Donovan Mitchell here, I think it's disgusting. Get in the live chat. Let's politic this. Let me hear your thoughts. What's your thoughts on the MVP and the race here? Who's your MVP? Me, I'm not a Utah Jazz fan. I'm just looking as an outside looking in, and clearly the MVP is Donovan Mitchell this season. If he gets his team to the number one seed out of everybody in the NBA, where he's gonna have home court advantage throughout the playoffs and finals if they get there. Come on, this guy is the MVP. Everybody, Damian Lillard is playing lights out, of course, but he's not having a better season that Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz are having. Remember, it used to be criterias, with this whole situation. It seems to be all over the fucking place right now with the MVP, but it used to be, the best player playing on the best team. You understand? That's usually how it would go, unless you was just some, you wild out that season, something like a Russell Westbrook did a few years ago when he had a triple D led the league and triple doubles. That hasn't been done since Oscar Robertson. So you see things like that's passes, because you could just give it to LeBron every year, just to play it safe. But James Harden, yeah, but James Harden was out a little bit this season. He came back, he got traded. I understand how you could say James, but Donovan Mitchell is very consistent. They just annihilated them too. I know none of them played, but Utah is playing crazy basketball right now, and I just don't see them getting the credit they deserve. And at Flight Sports TV, I definitely wanted to pay some homage to these guys. Definitely let me know your thoughts. Like I said, I can't say it no more. Let's kind of get into it. I'm gonna get into some of the averages of Donovan Mitchell. And like I said, last season, there was no Bogdanovich. He was hurt. So in the playoffs, that really could have helped them. But nonetheless, it is what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. Listen, they're gonna be a tough out in the playoffs. You got Rudy Gobert. He's a rim protector. He's the best defensive center in basketball. You know, it is what it is. I like to know your thoughts. I like Embiid at that. I thought Embiid was the best rim protector in basketball, but I'm starting to go. Utah's playing well this season. Now let's see if they can carry this into the playoffs. But remember, and the MVP is just regular season. Um, it is what it is. I'm not sure if it's going to translate to the playoffs. That's where I think some of these other teams and players are going to eat because the Utah is just overachieving. You understand? I know it's crazy because you in this season they was pushing what's his face. I forgot my man's name in Dallas, Luka Doncic. They was pushing Luka. They said Luka's the number one, this and the third. Yeah, I just don't believe. I just don't see it. I really don't. It's Flight Sports TV. Let me know your thoughts, man. We in here, man. It is what it is. Oh, my bad, motherfucking muted y'all. I put the live call in the live chat. People gonna come in and politic with me. Like I said, I would love to do a lot of videos pertaining to different topics. Like look at this video right here. You talking about the MVP and Donovan Mitchell, number one seed in the NBA. Dominating. You understand? I do a video on these guys. It might not even get 10 views. You understand? So that, but when I go double back with the Pelicans, it do its numbers. But like I said, that's why it's tough to talk about different topics here because I seems like my audience is only looking for one specific thing, and I'm definitely gonna bring the product to the people. You understand? But I thought it was paramount. I was doing a favor for one of my I gave my man my word. He asked me, I would like to hear your thoughts on the MVP race. Who's your MVP? This, that, and the third. He hit me up in the comments. And this dude, he a day one dude. Like I said, we was disagreeing a few like a year ago with the Luka situation. But it is what it is. Shout out my man Dave James. What's going on, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I was doing this video for my man. He wanted me to talk about the MVP race. Who's my MVP? He wanted to hear my thoughts and me drop a video. And I thought I'd give him a little bit of time, man. So Dave, I appreciate you for checking in. But before we get into it, you seen that Pelicans game, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a smooth shot over there by Bi. That's close and shit.
Facts. Right. Bi closed it.
Yeah, Zion is a problem. That's why I said Zion is a future MVP.
Yeah. They almost choked that shit though, man.
Yeah, definitely. They should have never let them come back, but they dominated. But
Zion did his thing, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get back to Utah. We're gonna get back to all the Pelicans. But listen, like I said, my MVP this season is Donovan Mitchell, man. Who's your MVP? Do you disagree?
Donovan Mitchell?
You disagree? You don't think about Donovan Mitchell?
Hell,
why not?
Hell no.
Why?
That nigga not even in my top 7.
That's the problem.
Harden, Jokic,
Donovan Mitchell, they got the number one seed.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell definitely got to be in my top.
That's why I'm saying why Donovan Mitchell is not in the conversation.
Because, bro, like I think Utah is most valuable is about who's the most valuable player. So when Utah looks that good without him, and then I can't really give it to him, bro.
With who? Without Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, they wouldn't. They'd be winning without him, bro.
Dude, they are balling this year. They lost last year in the damn first round.
Like, I understand Donovan Mitchell's having an amazing year, but hell no.
I got Donovan Mitchell.
I got Harden, Dame, Luka, Jokic.
Luka over Donovan Mitchell?
There's so much more. Yeah, because Luka's leading a bunch of, I'm not gonna say bums, but not the best players from out of playoff contention back into playoff contention.
Listen, these guys out here in the NBA, they got 2, 3 some 4 or 5 superstars on one team. Donovan, what's his name, is not a superstar. Donovan Mitchell is a superstar. Rudy Gobert is not a superstar.
Donovan Mitchell's a superstar.
Yeah, yes, but Rudy Gobert is not.
Rudy Gobert is not. I mean,
he's an all-star.
Rudy Gobert is a legit player, though. Like,
no, he's an all-star. I'm just saying he ain't no Anthony Davis.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm saying Luka's doing more with less, I think.
I don't know about but I understand he's doing more with less. But you got Donovan Mitchell doing way more with less.
And Luka's averaging more in every stat. Luka's better than him.
Yeah, I understand. I just thought the MVP was the best player on the best team. That's why I said it was different. It was different standards for the MVP award. Things have changed.
There's no offense to Don, but Donovan's having a great year. But there's no way Donovan should even be in the top 5 conversation.
But I feel like that's a problem because he's the best player on the best team in the league.
Luka's averaging 28.5 and 9 assists a game and 8 rebounds, bro. Shooting.
Another thing about Donovan Mitchell, he's closing the games. That's what I'm saying. Donovan Mitchell is a legit closer. They've been playing so well. You haven't had the opportunity to see him. To see him close out as many games as Luka because he's not in many close games. They blown.
Luka's a closer too.
Yeah, you're right. But who you trust?
Who I trust more? I think, no offense to Mitchell, but Luka is 90 million years better than him.
No, I understand he may be better than him, but I'm just saying.
In the clutch?
That's what I'm saying. In the clutch. Who you got in the clutch? Damian Lillard and Luka.
Luka. I got
Damian Lillard and Luka in the clutch.
Oh, dang.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say.
But I still think
Donovan Mitchell proved himself. Last season in the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell, they should have beat Utah.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell did his thing last season. I give him
props. They should have beat the Nuggets in the playoffs. They should have never got to a game 7. They was dominating the Nuggets. But it is what it is.
True. But the Nuggets, Nuggets had their little crazy moments or whatever. But Luka is different, man. Like nobody. I got Luka in my top 5, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Keep it real with you, right? As of right now, I got Luka in my top 5, bro. What Luka's doing is just absurd. Like I gotta have him in my top 5 right now, bro. And
are they even in the playoff picture?
Yep. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Dallas are in the playoffs now. In the West, he's doing this in the Western Conference and the Western Conference too. That's tough. And they just beat the Thunder today, man. How much did Luka have? Luka had, I didn't even see this. He had 25-7. Luka had a great game. Of course, like the usual name. Luka ain't having no bad games. And I brought Zion to my top 15. I gotta have him.
Yeah, Luka dropped 25. He was 9-17, 3-7. He averaging 25. Donovan Mitchell averaging 23. He got more assists and rebounds. Luka, I understand.
He's having a better season than him.
Yeah, he hovering around the triple double. I understand, but didn't translate the wins. But you could obviously contribute that to Kristaps Porzingis. So they had a lot of injuries this season. Let's see if they can get back. But I don't want to hold too much time on this topic right here, man. Who's your MVP?
Shit. I'll probably say as of right now, since LeBron got injured, shit. It's not Dame.
Dame,
man. Shit. It's not Dame. I'll say Dame. Niggas is saying Harden, but it's not Harden to me.
Yeah, I like Dame too. I ain't gonna trip with Dame. I mean, Donovan Mitchell not necessarily running away with it, but I just felt like he don't get enough credit, so I kind of did throw him out there. But I do like Damian Lillard, but I just feel like the moral of this story is I feel like Donovan Mitchell need a little bit more respect in the MVP discussion.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean,
feel like you never really hear his name. Yeah, and he's got the number 1 seed in the league.
Everybody thinks Utah's gonna flop, man.
Basically, nobody believes in them, which I don't believe in them either. I feel like these other players in the playoffs, when they're able to lock down on them, they're not gonna have as much. There go T. Sam. What's going on, T?
What's up, man?
Who's your MVP, man? Mine is Donovan Mitchell, but the moral of the story is I just feel like Donovan Mitchell don't get enough respect. I was kind of throwing him out there a little bit. But what's your thoughts on the MVP, man?
MVP?
Yeah, we talking about the MVP. Who's your MVP this season?
Oh, man. Well, for me, it's between three people. James Harden, Embiid, or Bron.
You can't. Bron, you can't have injured niggas in there.
That's what I'm saying. And another thing, you know what's so I'm gonna do a video on this next. It's crazy about the rookie of the year situation. You see how it's crazy. They already got LaMelo Ball out of the rookie of the year discussion. They just handed it over to the man to what's the name? Anthony Edwards. I don't know how that happened. He didn't even, the dude just got hurt, and they saying he lost the MVP already. But the rookie of the year. But you see in the MVP race, you got two, three people injured, and they still in it. Donovan Mitchell is running away with the number one seed in the whole NBA. And he ain't even in the goddamn discussion. But continue.
Okay, let me say this first. Do you know how the narrative work with LaMelo, man? Them ball boys, they don't, everything they do mess up one time and they ready to pounce on that thing because this dude got injured.
Yeah,
and like you said already, Anthony Edwards like shot to the top of the list. I'm like, yo, how that happened? And
I'm sorry.
And mind you, they're saying now. I read somewhere where Melo only is supposed to be out for 4 weeks.
Yeah, so he might try to rush back to secure it when he shouldn't have to. He won it already. Yo. Who the hell? It's too much because I really want to do a video on this, but I'll give a little snippet of it. Because I don't think this video ain't gonna do much. I'm doing this video for one of my mans who told me about this shit. My man T got disconnected. He got to get the hell in here. Kick from Sturdy.
Yeah. I was gonna do like an MVP video, but I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To me, I just don't want to do a video like that.
Yeah. I just was doing, like I said, I'm just showing love to one of my guys, and it's actually going longer than I thought because T came in here, but I forgot what I was gonna say actually. But it is what it is, man. I got my MVP, whatever. But we were talking about LaMelo. What I'm saying is LaMelo Ball.
They took him out.
Yeah. There's no reason why. What I wanted to say was, how is he not the rookie of the year when who the hell was concerned with Charlotte Hornets basketball before this guy got there? You have people legitimately watching Hornets basketball games. So people are literally watching the Hornets. You understand? You got to think about that. They had Kemba Walker Kemba Walker is better than LaMelo Ball. I'm not saying he's going to be better than him, but Kemba Walker at his prime heights he's better than LaMelo right now. Right now, LaMelo Ball will possibly be a better player than him.
No, Flight. Kemba Walker is not better than LaMelo Ball right now.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
No, you didn't hear what I said. I said, hold on, wait a second. I said Kemba Walker in his prime. I'm talking about when he was with Charlotte in some prime days. I'm talking about Kemba Walker's getting up there. I'm talking about, but he's still all right. But I'm talking about when Kemba was Kemba. I'm talking about that killer.
Yeah, of course.
He was kind of in the MVP discussion. You understand? He was better than LaMelo Ball right now. Is what I'm trying to tell you. But LaMelo Ball will possibly be better than Kemba Walker.
Definitely,
I believe so. Yes,
definitely.
But Kemba Walker has done more for Charlotte, and he did not receive the national attention that LaMelo Ball received. And like I said, Kemba has had some electric games up there in Charlotte. You understand? Comeback victories, step back game winners. You understand? Kemba was forget about Kemba now. Kemba was lighting shit up there.
LaMelo's been clouded up since he was like 15, man. You know what I mean? Kemba. The clout just came with him to the Hornets. I mean, most Hornets fans are bandwagons. They're just LaMelo fans.
Basically. Yeah. Nobody concerned with the Hornets.
No one knows. They don't really know the old Hornets. You know, when they
No,
were Bobcats.
there was the Bobcats. There was the New Orleans. There was the New Orleans Hornets for a little minute.
When they were the Bobcats, you know.
Yeah, that Hornets. Yeah, of course I remember the Bobcats.
Like, bro, they were straight horrible. One day used to lose like 60 games. They just hopped on LaMelo and start. You know, they don't know about Kemba and shit.
Yeah, it was the New Orleans Hornets.
LeBron,
Jordan bought the shit.
I feel like
he bought the.
I feel like Kemba,
it was the Charlotte. It was the New Orleans Jazz.
The New Orleans what?
Jazz, wasn't it?
Nah, it was the
Charlotte
New Orleans
Bobcats.
It was Charlotte Bobcats. And then, but when Charlotte had bought the Hornets' name back from New Orleans, I think Jordan had something to do with that. So then they turned into the Pelicans. It was like they needed a new name. New Orleans turned into the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like LaMelo's.
I know what I'm talking about, man.
I think LaMelo's already like just way more electrifying, and he does more than Kemba does.
Yes,
man.
bro. That's what I'm talking about, man.
You probably talking about way back, possibly. Yeah, I'm talking about in the future, like right now.
Yeah, they used to be the New Orleans Jazz. They left, I think, in like the 70s.
Right. But yeah, but nonetheless, we're gonna get into some of these other topics. So I just wanted to drop something right here. We're gonna get into this Pelican shit in a second, man. I got Alonzo. I got a topic I'm thinking about. Dave, what's up, man? What you doing, man?
I was waiting on that.
Yeah, I know. On the Pelicans, I just want to drop this video right quick. But we're gonna come back on the Pelicans video. If you dropping something, Dave,
on the Pelicans,
yeah.
Man, it's just I dropped a college basketball video yesterday. I mean that did good, but
it's cool. But y'all be on the lookout for me. I'm gonna drop some Pelican shit.
I probably would tomorrow, man. I just didn't really want to drop anything today. Like my season started back and everything where I had practice. So couldn't even do that.
I'm waiting on that video, man. I got some things to talk about.
Gotcha. Just be on the lookout.
Yeah.